pages are probably the material that you are least likely using, but the material that is also probably going to have its most bang for its buck. When we design digital lessons for students, it's really important that we keep them inside of a certain spot for as long as we can to help reduce the likelihood of students getting distracted and heading off into something else. And a page will help you accomplish that. So let's talk about how we create a page. First, you're going to go to Add Materials and then Add Page. And a page is basically an old school style web page. It's a WYSIWYG, which means what you see is what you get. And you design everything in this box. And there's lots of things that you can add here. So if I'm going to add a page for the water cycle, for example, I might begin my page with a bit of an introduction, so I could use some text here, or I might just hop in and say you guys are going to watch a video. So just adding in some brief directions is going to help give students an idea of what the requirement is. And now I'm going to use this insert content area. I'm going to press insert content, and I am going to embed a YouTube video. Now, the reason why I'm going to embed a YouTube video here is because I don't want to actually send students out to YouTube, because if I send them to YouTube, they may never come back from YouTube, because there's all kinds of things that they can look at on YouTube, and it's just a rabbit hole for them. So let's try to keep them in Schoology as much as we can. So I can search right from here, or I can copy and paste a link in that I already have. I'm just going to select this video, and then I'm going to choose Import as Embed. And that pops that video right in here. Now, when you're building out this page, you can't see it, so you would have to publish this to be able to see that. The next thing I might do is I might add in a PDF, or I might add in a Google slideshow that I want students to look at. So I'm going to add another heading and ask them to read this. So again, I'm going to go to Insert Content, and here I can either insert from my OneDrive resource app or my Google Drive resource app. Those are two resource apps that I get from the App Store on Schoology. It's an LTI. So if I go to Google Drive resource app, I am going to find the Google slideshow that I want them to look at. And you may have to go in and embed this or change the privacy in Google Drive if the students can't see it. But I'm going to import this as an embed. And what that does is it just sticks it right inside of the page. And again, I get that yellow box where I can't really tell what it is, but when I publish that, I will. Okay, and I might have something that I want them to read further on. Perhaps this is a PDF. Again, I'm going to go to Insert Content, pull in this from my Google Drive again, and I'm going to scroll down to locate the PDF I want them to be able to read. Check mark, import is embed. And basically what I've done is just built out a page that curates the content that the students need to look through. And I can add other requirements for them, but the most powerful tools here are the ones that are under Insert Content, where I can insert images, I can insert YouTube videos, resources from Google Drive or OneDrive, all of that. Okay, so now another option here is I can add some audio or video recording directions to the page just to help students navigate it if I needed to, or I could add additional links. But again, our goal is to keep students in Schoology and focused. So I'm going to press Create. And now when I open up my page, everything is embedded right in there. And students can then click through that Google slideshow if they want to. They can make that full screen if it's too hard to read. So those might be strategies that you have to show them. And the same is true with the PDF. They can zoom in on that or just scroll right through and read whatever it is you need them to read, staying inside of Schoology, not going out to other links where they're possibly going to be distracted and not come back to your lesson. So the page is a pretty powerful resource. So I'm going to go back to my materials section. This is one way that I would use a page. Another way that you could use a page is you could use it as a daily to-do list. So if I go up to page and just put to-do, then I could use a bulleted list to explain what I need them to do. Okay, and if I make this an inline page, what it does is at the top of the materials section, let me move it to the top actually. I'm going to move it to the top. It will display at the top of the materials section, so it's the first thing that they see. And then they would, you can link it so that they can get right to what they need to do. So to create links, what I like to do is I like to just duplicate the page that I'm on and open up a second page. So here I am in the page that I'm editing, and I'm going to flip to my other screen. And if I know they have to read information about water cycle, I'm going to open up that page and I'm going to copy the URL from the top. And then I'm going to link right here the information by pressing the hyperlink button and choose Insert, Save Changes. So that when a student is looking at that to-do area, they can press this and get right to the information that they need. And then they can use the back button. And then if there's another link, they can press the other link. So that's a way to help students navigate what they have to do for the day, as well as keep them on track and in location. So pages are a pretty powerful tool that you can use for lesson design. If you have any questions, let us know.